Chapter 17. I promised Caleb a kiss and ended the call. Spreading out the cards, I found the alligator and placed it on the desk. I searched for an animal that started with a B. I found a baboon. Or is it a monkey? Crap, I'm already stuck on B.
Jet?
I looked up from the desk to an empty office. Remy? Where are you?
I'm heading back.
He said through the speaker on his desk phone. Were you able to speak with Grayson? I asked.
No.
Figures. What's the plan?
Mrs. Miller and I are following him to L.A.
Wait, he's in L.A.?
He's building a hotel out there. He left 2 hours ago. Mrs. Miller and I are going to jump on a plane and try to find him.
I'll come with you.
No, just stay where you are. I'll be there in a minute to collect a few things and then I'm heading out.
But I can help. I think I've cracked the postcard code. Though I'm not sure if this little guy is a baboon or a monkey.
Jet, listen to me carefully. You are not coming with us.
He said, emphasizing every syllable. I can help.
No. Sorry, Jet, but Mrs. Miller specifically requested that you stay out of this.
45 minutes later, I was sitting on my apartment floor with postcards scattered around me. Remy and Mrs. Miller were probably boarding an airplane. I could have helped, I thought, as I continued my quest to break the postcard code. But Remy was adamant, and Mrs. Miller didn't want me around. I wasn't going to argue and risk them missing their flight. They can find Grayson, and I will break the code. This blasted, childish, pain-in-the-ass code.
Are you playing with those postcards again?
Frankie asked as he slipped into my apartment. I always knock on your door, I stated.
And I always let you in.
Is this stupid animal a baboon or a monkey? I asked, holding the postcard up with fingers gripping onto my last thread of patience. I'll have monkey nightmares for a month after this.
It's a chimpanzee. Now who's the stupid primate?
He chuckled. How do you know? I asked.
I have a Jane Goodall outfit complete with a stuffed chimp.
Not a real one, I hope.
Ew.
He grimaced.
No, I bought it at Fluff and Stuff. I even bought him a little sailor outfit, but it doesn't quite go with Jane's outfit.
He shrugged. Since you're so smart, help me put the animals in alphabetical order.
It doesn't take a genius to put them in order. Look. A is for alligator.
I already know that one. As Frankie sorted through the cards, I asked, how did last night turn out with Mark?
We reminisced for hours.
Are you friends? No more competitions? I fielded the question with bated breath.
We're good.
He didn't say any more, and I wasn't going to ask any more. I was good just knowing the feud was over. There was a soft courtesy knock on the open door.
Are you Nadia?
Yes, I said, crossing over to the man standing in the doorway.
I'm Sam Usher. I was told you need a new kitchen.
Usher? I asked, studying the man who was older than Caleb by a handful of years and had similar facial features, though his hair was darker and straight.
Yes. From Usher Family Flooring and Cabinetry.
Are you related to Caleb?
I'm his cousin.
Did he tell you I need new cabinets? I asked, wondering what Caleb was up to.
He said you needed a new kitchen.
Sam stepped around me.
And now I can see why. Did you do this?
He asked, pointing to the gaping hole in my wall. Yes. Every full moon I enjoy tearing holes into the wall and yanking out hazardous wires, I said dryly. His eyes widened with surprise before he grinned with dimples. Geesh.
I'll just need to take a few measurements.
I can't afford to remodel.
It's on the family account.
I'm not family, I countered, wondering if this wager was something more than a simple year versus $1 million. Simple. That was an understatement. It still didn't place me on the family tree or the family account.
You'll need to talk to Caleb. Did he do these floors?
I gazed down at my pretty floors. Yes, he did a great job.
I knew it. He's gifted when it comes to flooring.
Sam agreed.
Any thoughts on how you'd like the kitchen to look?
I just want a functional kitchen with no hole in the wall, I said. After Sam is done measuring, I'll call Caleb and tell him to stop the work. I can't accept such a gift.
I have them in order.
Frankie said, eyeing Sam as he bent down to measure. Yep, lots of family resemblances. Poor Frankie was mesmerized. Great! I regained his attention. Let's turn them over and see what they say. We turned over the cards and sat back to read.
There are a bunch of numbers and then A and C plus a bunch more.
Frankie said.
It's still a big jumbled mess.
I groaned and slumped over, resting my head on the floor. I thought for sure this would work. We've tried every way possible.
I can't think of any other way to look at them except to throw them in the air and see what happens.
I stared at the cards from my slumped position. Even that didn't work. What about the word jumble game? Are there any letters that spell a word? We puzzled over the letters.
I see the word beach. Can you believe we'll be on the beach in a couple of days?
Frankie asked with a grin that ran ear to ear. I don't know if I can go. Frankie's grin was washed away by a scowl.
Don't you dare back out.
He fumed with crossed arms.
With Maya missing, you're the only one left.
Believe me, I want to go. The sooner we figure this out, the sooner I can go on vacation. Where's the word beach?
It's right here.
He pointed.
See? It's backwards. In fact,
He said, cocking his head to the side.
look, it says Laguna.
Our eyes locked. Laguna Beach, we said in stunned unison. Hurry, put them in reverse order, I said, frantically switching the cards.
Done.
We both sat back and read.
It's an address in Laguna Beach. Do you know what that means?
He squealed. It means I have to get there fast.
Exactly. If this is Ian's mysterious pad, I want to see it. Do you think he has a pool?
Frankie chuckled with a wave of his hand.
What am I thinking? Of course he does. Everyone in California has a pool.
Sam looked up from measuring with an arched brow. I'll be packed in a few minutes, I said, heading toward the bedroom. How long will it take you?
I've been packed and ready for a week. Packing a wardrobe isn't an easy task that you can do in minutes. Maya knew that.
He said with a wistful sigh. Frankie glanced at me as if wishing he could blink me into Maya for his vacation partner. What about Gus? I stalled. I didn't plan on who would take care of him.
Amateur.
Frankie said.
Leave a note for Danny to check on him. I'll make a call to Vivian so she knows she's on deck.
The sound of heavy breathing and solid footsteps clomping upstairs had Frankie and me scurrying around the room. Close the door! Lock it! I cried.
She'll pound me like a nail. I can't have bruises on vacation.
It was too late anyway. Muffin tromped up the last stair and stepped into the apartment.
You really need to install an elevator.
She wheezed. Sam froze. The tape measure's tape still sticking out.
Are you getting your kitchen redone?
She asked, crossing over to Sam.
Did she tell you what I had in mind?
Sam shook his head.
It's a good thing that I came.
She said, settling into a kitchen chair. Give me 5 minutes, I mouthed to Frankie and slipped into the bedroom. Since I didn't have many clothes to choose from, packing was a snap. I stuffed everything into a bag and was ready to go in a few short minutes. Returning to the living room as quietly as possible, I stooped to snap a photo of the address and then gathered the postcards. Sam, I have to leave. Just lock up when you're done, I said, carrying my bag to the door. Where's Muffin? I thought she'd be talking your ear off.
She left with the guy that was here.
With Frankie? He nodded and moved to take another measurement.
I should be done in a minute. Is it okay if we remodel while you're on vacation?
Sure. The extra key is hanging near the door, I said, heading out. Caleb knows how to get in touch with me if you need anything. I hurried downstairs and stopped briefly at the chapel desk to write Danny a note. I fumbled through my pockets to find a crumpled $5 bill. I placed it next to the note for Gus's hot dog expenses. Rushing to the parking lot, I found Frankie loading his lime green suitcase dotted with hot pink hibiscus flowers. He had changed into a Hawaiian shirt and cargo shorts from the junior department. Large sunglasses were propped on his head. We're going to California, not Hawaii, I said, depositing my bag next to his. Gently closing Lucille's trunk, he gave an exasperated sigh and ticked off items on his fingers.
There are beaches, there are men, and there's alcohol. It's called vacation wear. You should get some.
Okay. Let's get going. We have to get to Laguna Beach as soon as possible. There are lives at stake. Frankie paused by the driver door.
This is vacation. What do you mean there are lives at stake?
I'll tell you on the way, I said, opening the passenger door.
Hey, this is my seat.
Muffin barked.
Get in the back.
I shot a glance at Frankie above the car. Can I speak to you for a moment?
We're speaking now.
Shutting Muffin's door, I whispered. Why is she in the car?
Put your fangs back in. We have an open spot since Maya isn't coming. Muffin might as well use the hotel room we booked. Personally, I'm going to stay at Ian's. I bet it has a veranda.
Do you know what a veranda is?
No, but I'm going to use it.
I narrowed my eyes at Frankie. I don't buy it. You're not telling me something. He jerked his head to the side, motioning for me to follow him a few yards away.
She's like a stray animal that keeps coming back. What better way to get rid of a stray than to introduce it to a new environment with new suckers?
He let his hands spread open as if to say anything was possible. You're planning on stranding her there, I stated, seeing the picture very clearly. As much of a thorn as she is, we can't strand her.
Talk to me after we ride 5 hours with her.
We won't have to ride an unbearable 5 hours if you'd tell her to get out of the car.
What's taking so long?
Muffin yelled from her window.
I'm already getting saddle sore.
You're not going, I said.
Yes, I am. I even have the map ready.
That's a Disneyland map.
That's where I'm going.
You're not going.
Then make me get out of the car.
I cursed. We're wasting time. I stomped to the car and plopped into the back seat. When Frankie slid into the driver's seat, I said with a voice clawing its way back to calm, It's imperative that we get to Laguna Beach quickly.
We'll be there in 5 hours,
Frankie said, pulling out of the lot and heading to the freeway.
Since we have so much time, you might as well tell the story.
Before you do that,
Muffin interrupted.
Where's the road trip basket?
I was about to ask what a road trip basket was when a billboard caught my attention. A mechanical arm moved up and down, spanking Charming on his protruding bum. The caption read, Fairy Tale Chapel got spanked by all celebrities chapel. I chuckled. Frankie, did you put up that billboard? He smiled.
It's great, isn't it? They charged me an arm and a leg for the quick turnaround. It was worth every penny.
I thought you ended things amicably with Mark. Won't he get mad and start the feud again?
After his 2 weeks of servitude, he can be as furious as he wants. I won the challenge.
Does he know that, or are you just saying you won?
He programmed every single phone number, email address, and social website account he has into my phone and told me to call him. I think that counts as a victory.
When will he become your servant?
After vacation. I can't have a man tagging along with me on vacation. He'll slow me down and give off the wrong signals.
Did we bring a road trip basket or not?
Muffin interrupted, clearly agitated about the lack of a basket.
What road trip basket?
Frankie asked.
The one with the snacks, drinks, and little games in it.
We'll grab something along the way.
Stop the car at the next store.
She insisted.
I'll grab a few things.
Let's get some miles under us first, I urged. Then it will feel good to stretch and grab a bite to eat.
Some miles? Do you know what's out there? Desert. A whole lot of sand and nothing else. When I'm hungry, I don't want to be forced to gnaw on some prickly cactus like a damn turtle.
You could gnaw on the turtle instead.
Frankie offered. Someone shoot me.